Welcome
Yo,
back to Yo yourself. Welcome back. Welcome back to Unfiltered, where if you've got a good take, then I'm going to rip it off and take it as my own, and if you got a bad take, I'm going to call you out and talk about it on the air. What a scam! How you doing, Petey?
I'm good. How you doing?
Good, man. The Huskers are 6 wins. We're going to a bowl game. I guess it's a big deal, but I kind of wanted to talk about that a little bit today. As we know, the Huskers beat Northwestern 28-21 last Saturday. Let's talk about the game. Then I want to talk about things. So the game, all I can say is Mike Ekeler has saved our ass more times than I think we could possibly imagine this year. And it's fun to watch him on the. We had a unbelievable kickoff return. That's all. I think that's the only thing I'll ever remember that game by, honestly. Well, and that catch Hunter had, because
Yeah.
both of those plays scored right below me, right in my corner of the end zone. So it was unbelievable. But that 93-yard kickoff return by Kenneth
That was awesome.
what's his last name? He just got a scholarship. We don't even know his name. Kenneth,
God, dude. Come
come on
on.
now, unfiltered. Let's go, baby. What is it?
We
Kenneth
like got to
Williams?
start over.
No, no, no. It's unfiltered. What's his name? Come on, dude. Kenneth Williams, I think.
Yeah, Kenneth Williams.
There it is. Kenneth Williams, you're the man. I hope that's your name. Uh,
It is Kenneth Williams.
yeah. See, I told you. Uh, Unbelievable play. It was so much fun to watch. And I, at least listeners, I texted Petey and said and gave him like a 1980s, early 80s reference of Keith Jones. And of course, Petey, I'm not sure was even alive at that time, so he doesn't have any idea who Keith Endzone Jones is. But you
Man,
thought
woman, and
you
child.
you thought no, that's Johnny Rogers.
Oh,
Um,
whatever.
that's in the '70s. Uh, but you thought Taylor Martinez, and yeah, I mean, it was so much fun to see that play.
Mm.
He was booking down the sideline. I thought that last guy was going to get him. It was right in front of us, and he just kept booking, and there really was a unbelievable difference maker in the game. And like I said, special teams have been huge for us. We didn't have them last year, and we have them this year, and thank God, because we're barely beating poor teams
They've
like Northwestern because we got them.
they've won. Special teams have been the difference in two or three of our wins. So
Yes, I don't think, and I don't know if people we realize that or not. Maybe we do. I think Matt Rule needs to embrace a little bit more on the sideline. Ekeler gets, for those in England, Mike Ekeler is our special teams coach. He's very enthusiastic, and he pretty excited on the sidelines. He's like, you have to brace yourself
chest
when he comes to
bumping.
it.
Yeah,
He's punching people, dude. I
he's
mean,
knocking
and,
people
and
out.
Rule, it was hilarious. I don't know if you saw, but Rule's like, you like back off. It was funny, but
That's
hey, man, I'll chest bump you for another touchdown next week. I mean,
yeah,
holy cow, great
pretty
stuff.
sweet.
Our lines continue to just be pathetic, in my opinion. Our defensive and offensive lines are pathetic. I do want to give a shout out to Teddy Prohaska, who injured his knee for the 15th time in his career. He's probably done, but he came in because Gunnar Gatula was out at right tackle, and then this poor kid who's 6'10", 390 pounds, whatever he is, bust his knee up again real good, and they gave him the game ball. Here's a guy that's had so many knee injuries and come back, and 5-year career, Buster Rhymes type career, been there forever. But our line just it's horrible. Thank God Rocco Spindler was back. Thank God.
Yeah, it's brutal. I mean,
It
come
just
on.
it's
We're just a Big 12 team stuck in the Big 10. It's annoying.
it's true. Defensively, I think we've gone. It seems to me like we've gone the wrong way this year. I don't know. I don't know how it is that we can let these teams just roll over us. Um,
There's just
First,
every team that shows up, it just seems like they're more mentally tough than we are. They're they're just more prepared to play. Um, they care more about the game. granted, like I feel like when it's a tough game and it's a big opponent, like we're gonna have USC, we're gonna have Iowa, we're gonna have Penn State, who I mean Penn State's going through all their stuff, but still Penn State has a lot of five stars on their team and it's
Oh
a
yeah,
road game. So like they could show up and I feel like we get up more for games like that than we do for teams that we should beat. And Nebraska can't play with that mentality anymore because all these teams that have been in the Big Ten for decades and centuries, like they're gonna bring it every Saturday. And I don't know what's going on, but it just feels like Nebraska feels like it's gonna be easy, regardless of how good or
yeah,
bad they are. It's
yep.
annoying.
Yes, and I brought that up in my solo cast last week because Petey was traveling. But yeah, I mean, Rule said that particularly in the Minnesota game, there's a sense of entitlement kind of thing, like it's just going to come easy, and it's like, no way, brah. I mean, Big Ten is hat on hat. You got to beat the guy in front of you every single play,
Yeah.
and you've got to beat him basically one more play than he beats you throughout the
Your
entirety of the game. I mean, it's
your
that
social
simple.
media team is not playing the game.
No, no. I mean, it's hardball, baby. It's hardball. So
I got some old blue hairs going on Facebook this weekend. It was funny. Some of your friends, you probably know these people that were talking to me.
about what the game?
Yeah, there was a post like Hail Varsity or someone posted like the number of sellouts we've had, and I was like, imagine if we put a quality product on the field. Guys your age did not like that.
Well, it is what it is. It is what
Reality
it is.
hurts, man.
It
The truth
does.
hurts sometimes. So
Scoreboard doesn't lie.
what do I know?
Yep.
They posted that while we were like down 14 too. It's like, come on, just just take it
Chill.
easy.
Yeah. So
Anyway,
I don't know. I have this weird sense about the Nebraska football team. Here we are. We're at 6-2. There seems to be like a relief factor. Phew, we made a bowl game.
yeah,
Now I
well, we're not
remember
waiting till week 12 to get
yeah,
bowl eligible.
right, exactly. The expectations are they're out of whack. I mean, well, what am I trying to say?
Not from
People,
us
the people
because
that
we
think we're going to
said
get 10 or
eight.
12, 10 games, we're going to win 10 games, their expectations are whack. But the
I
team's
said
expect
8-4. I said 8-4, and if the ball bounces our way a couple times, it could be nine or
yeah.
10
Well,
wins.
right
Which,
now,
like,
I don't know how we're going to get. We got to worry about our two. We have an additional two to pick up, and I'm not
yeah,
sure
where it is.
we could technically, if we played, if we didn't allow a sack and we didn't have a turnover, and we played error-free football, and special teams contributed for the next 4 games, we could win all four. It wouldn't shock. Well, it might. Yes, it
It
would
would
shock me.
shock.
It,
It
it, it
would
would
shock
shock
me
me,
if we won all
but
four of
but
these
it wouldn't be.
games.
It's not on paper. It's not on paper. On paper, I think we could. However,
We're
I don't.
capable, but I don't think we're mentally there yet.
No, I don't think so either. I think we've got 2 or 3 mental giants on the team, and the rest of them are middle midgets. I yeah, yeah. Back to the
I
theme of like
just,
six wins. Yay, we're in a bowl game. Well, guys, we're and to rules credit, he said last year. He said we're never ever celebrating 6 wins in this as long as I'm coach ever again, and that's yes, that's correct. So I don't know. I don't know.
Lincoln's going to be rocking this Saturday. It's going to be
It's
a
going to be
tough game for
rocking.
USC to win. I mean,
It's
our
going to be.
crowd can bring it. I'm glad that
We'll
this
show
game is
up.
at home
Yeah,
because,
blackout where everybody's
listen,
wearing black.
Minnesota absolutely embarrassed us. And it's
Yes,
almost
give
it's
me.
almost
We want
like,
we want your thoughts on Minnesota, Petey. You missed out last week. Tell us.
well, obviously, I thought it was going to be closer. I knew we were going to, I didn't know, but I said that we were going to split the Maryland and Minnesota games. Having beat Maryland,
You're right.
okay, Minnesota was going to be a loss. I didn't think they were going to, that score is flawed. Minnesota absolutely manhandled us that whole
Mhm.
game. And they could have easily won that game by 30 plus.
And then they go to Iowa, and Iowa just beats the living tar out of them.
Yeah, great news for us.
Yeah.
Um, but I feel like we needed that as well. It's like, okay, hey, you guys aren't as good as you think you are. You need to show up every weekend. Did it play with their heads a little bit going into Northwestern? I'm sure it did, but then they ended up, handling things towards the end. Once again, losing a lead, coming back from behind when, a couple years ago we would have folded. So credit to Rule, credit to these guys for coming back and beating Northwestern when a lot of previous teams over the last several years would have folded and just given up, called it quits. I do think that was a big step, like a big stepping stone between Minnesota and this USC game. And this USC game reminds me a lot of the Colorado game from last year. Not necessarily because like there's a buildup, but it's another opportunity for us to do something special at home in front of our fans that show up every single weekend who will bring the energy.
Yep. And in front of the
Eh,
country, man, it's a nationally
Yeah,
televised game. Big
yeah.
deal.
I think winning that game, um, and like it, if we are great, if not, whatever. But I think winning that game gets us really close or gets us back to being ranked. Um,
I
we've
don't
got to be
care about
we've
that.
got to be close. It's cool seeing a number in front of our name. It's just like, okay, we're in the polls. Should we beat UCLA? Yeah, we should beat UCLA, but we should have beat them last year, and they absolutely destroyed us.
Yep.
Um,
Penn
Penn
State
State,
on the road,
I don't, s-
104,000 people with that
I don't
loud
see us
friggin'
winning that game,
roar.
but yeah, I don't see us winning that game. But there's a lot going on down there, maybe that we don't know about. So could we win it? Yes. And then Iowa, that's going to be another 9-6 game. Who
Another
knows?
heartbreaking piece of crap after
Yeah, I'm
Thanksgiving.
sure we'll
Go
give
over
up a
your
last,
go over your heartburn of
last.
Thanksgiving dinner. We'll just add that on top of it.
Yeah, last second field goal. So I hope we get it done this weekend. I think we can. Um, I think these four teams that we have coming up, I don't think we're that far off of. And if we play football the way we know how to play to, yes, we could win each one of these games. I think we go 2-2.
Yeah, I have a hard time figuring out where we're going to get the one at the moment. But what do you think on the score of the USC game? I think we're going to lose. I
Can't
think it's
remember, did you have it as a loss going in?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
I
can't
mean,
remember what I said.
talent wise, I just don't see it, man. I think you had a loss too, but I don't know. I'll go. USC 27, Nebraska 17. I got them beat. I have USC beat
Yeah.
Nebraska by 10.
Yeah, I was thinking it'd probably be like a 13 or 14 point loss. Just, I don't know, for whatever reason, our offense is struggling. Actually, we both know the reason is because we can't block a line.
Yeah, and
Um,
Dylan's starting to get in his head a little bit. Although I guess I don't. Yeah, I don't know if I need to study it. Well, like I'm a coach, but is he holding on the ball too long? Uh,
I don't know if he is. He's
maybe
just getting
sometimes
pressured
he
like
is. The Minnesota
immediately.
game he was maybe. Yeah, he is. Yeah, and he can't run. And he was. We didn't recruit that guy to be some kind of RPO
Scrambling
quarterback.
quarterback. Yeah.
Yeah, he just that's not who he is. So we
Well,
better have some offensive linemen somewhere
I
that can be
think those.
developed quickly.
I
Transfer
think the
portal.
inner. I think the interceptions that have happened are like him being a little antsy, like those quick throws across the middle. I mean, that interception he threw this past weekend, it was like right to the linebacker. I just don't think he had time to like see that guy. But like
Yeah, he didn't see him.
once again, what do we know? We're just fans. We're casuals. So, um,
Well, I know that was a horrible sequence of events, and that everybody thought that was going to be it. But then our defense got the ball back, and he
yeah,
did drive. Dylan did drive the entire length of the field for the winning touchdown. I mean, you can't take that away from the kid.
the kid
Um,
knows how to play quarterback. It'd just
yeah,
be nice if we
give him
could.
some tools. Just give him
Yeah,
another half account, will you?
I mean, we have guys that can make plays, but if we could just block someone, it's once again, you live and die by the line, and
Yep.
it's hard to watch sometimes.
So what's your prediction there, dog? I got 27-17. What do you got?
Yeah, I'll go 24-10.
Okay. I'm writing that down. Sweet. Anything else, Petey?
No, it'll be an interesting few weeks, so see
Yeah,
what
we might
happens.
even listeners might even have a little surprise for you next week. Even Petey doesn't know about this, but stay tuned. Go Big Red.
Go Big Red.